fascinating how people change. I've spent thousands of dollars to go through some of the best training available to be a counselor, a coach, a trainer over the years, and I've had the privilege of working with a lot of leaders. The one truth that stands out in all of that was as the most important step of coaching, counseling, parenting, training, is to help people define a next step they can do this week. Sure, we can have big goals and shoot for big change, but big goals and big change are a result of many smaller, more accessible steps that we take. The apply phase of discussion is critical, and many small groups fall short of doing this step in leading discussions. There's a very good reason why many of us fall short of doing application well, whether in small groups or in coaching or in parenting or in life. I mean, most of us are already so busy doing so much that one more thing feels like it's overwhelming, it's too difficult. So in application, it's critical we help people identify accessible next steps. But even beyond that, another problem is we limit practical application steps to doing something, initiating change, changing significant behavior or schedule commitments. All application requires us to do something, but allow me to expand the concept of what constitutes doing something, what a good application step can include. Good applications certainly can include doing or changing a behavior that week. Example of this might be, I'm going to watch 1 instead of 2 football games on Saturday and spend the extra time playing with my kids this week. Or it might look like a commitment to get up at 7 a.m. and walk 30 minutes in the morning twice this week. But good application can also be intentionally planning to have a conversation. Like I need to go to Tim and apologize for how I treated him. Or I need to ask my child a certain question and talk with them about it. See, no big personal behavior may change, but the conversation strengthens and focuses or heals a relationship. Good application would be taking time to process or think about something more. You may not do anything but think or journal, but it's still good application. This could be as simple as committing to journal or mind map a problem you are facing. It could be taking time to prayerfully figure out what you're really feeling and what's triggering you to be angry and anxious. And when you realize the internal negative messages going on, you could choose to interrupt those thoughts and replace them with the truth of how God thinks about you in life. Thinking, talking, processing emotions and beliefs, retraining the way we see ourselves, God, and others are all as much of an application as committing to changing your schedule or doing something different. The point is, ask questions that help people commit to applying the truth this week in some simple, accessible way. So as you lead the group, do the application point at the end. Oftentimes you may want to break the group down into smaller groups of 3 or 4 people for application that then leads into prayer. One of the most powerful ways to help people commit to a step of growth and change or application is for them to make that commitment in the context of others who pray supportively for them so that they experience others and God being for them in the step they are taking. Additionally, a powerful force in growth is relational accountability. Now, I'm not talking about explicitly holding people accountable to what they commit to in confrontational ways. Rather, if in a group of 3 people we pray about something they are wanting to do in order to grow, then the likelihood is when I see them at church on Sunday or at a grocery store, I'm going to remember what they're wanting to grow in, and I'm going to ask them about it and encourage them in that step of growth. But if we do application in a large group of 10 to 15 people and pray in that context, I'm most likely not going to remember 15 things people are wanting to grow in. Therefore, when I see my fellow group members later in the week, I'm not going to remember nearly as often to encourage them and ask them how they're doing. So lead your groups through application and prayer in a way that helps people remember and therefore helps people ask each other, so how's that going later in the week? This increases encouragement in the group and serves as a gentle reminder, accountability, to follow through with what they committed to grow in. I mean, certainly, if we don't do the explore phase well, we don't get to the best options for application either. But if we leave a night's discussion with no commitments to application or growth, then all we've accomplished is having a conversation about ideas. And we've not really seen anyone become healthier as a person or a stronger disciple of Jesus. Launch, explore the text, explore multiple ways this could apply to our lives personally, and then help people commit to one simple step they can do this week to walk out the truth. Launch, explore, and apply. Take a moment to consider this question, and if you're with others, talk about it. What have been the most positive ways people have come alongside you and encouraged you to walk out a commitment to growth? Give an example.